Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched Steven Universe. The episode was called Dugout, and Connie and Steven were just enjoying some fry bits. You know, typical day, nothing out of the ordinary. And Mr. Maheshwaran, I'm thinking the reason they call it Dugout is because his name's Doug. So, because it wasn't spelled D-U-G, but D-O-U-G. So that makes perfect sense. And he is on a stakeout, and this episode was extremely interesting because we're introduced to two new characters in the shadows.
Call from
And
1206
just a minute.
9253521.
It's not a number I know, but I've already seen the Stephen Bombs, so I know who these characters are. But we can't consider it just filler, because I'm thinking it was a throwback to when Stephen was in space, because you see he breaks the force of gravity and centrifugal force by jumping into the middle of the gravitron. They called it something else in that episode. But he turned it off because Maheshwaran, he couldn't do it. And he also felt kind of inept and probably a little bit less than cool. Well, he admitted to it. He actually stated straight out and was very frank about just feeling like he wasn't cool and that his job was that illustrious or even worthwhile. He was feeling insignificant. And yeah, I think that there are a lot of us who have been there and they want to do something worthwhile and meaningful with their lives. And I thought it was so interesting that Doug actually did not have any idea what was going on with Steven and Connie. And I like the fact that he he states that they don't have to use weapons right away, yet he reverts to, I have a flashlight. Of course, flashlight, if it's big enough, it's a nightstick. And I have a nightstick in my car, so I know if you would hit someone with that, it would hurt. I've got that and a baseball bat, so don't mess with me. But it was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. But it was a cliffhanger at the end, and I thought, oh, right, we're going back maybe to what Peridot... Why do I keep calling her Peridot? I'm sorry. We're going back to what Peridot said before the whole redemption arc. Of course, that was covered in the Stephen Bomb, and Crewniverse was talking about it, so I know I've been spoiled. Excuse me. I'm sorry. But I know what Peridot mentioned, so more than likely that's what's going to follow. I'm interested in seeing what happens from here on out. And I'm kind of curious as to why Onion... Well, I didn't think that Vidalia was out and about too much, because she's older, so technically shouldn't she be able to watch over Onion and keep him out of trouble? Or is he just the type of kid who knows how to slip by his parents? I don't know, it's just hard to say, because it seems like Onion gets himself into a lot of predicaments, it seems. I mean, I know he's just a kid, but I'm starting to think that maybe he's not all innocent like he pretends he is. Because we've seen that before, and I don't know, I'm thinking, well, we saw clear evidence of that, and he got off the hook. I thought, oh, come on. I know he's a child, but still, he should have been reprimanded. Well, I think he was in a very constructive way. But still, I get the feeling that even though I like Onion, I think that Onion is a very intriguing character, a very mysterious character, and a very misunderstood character, and he's just extremely adorable with his mama, mama, yellowtail talk. He gets it from his dad. You can tell he's a daddy's boy. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just, it's intriguing and very enigmatic. I'm not sure why, but I have this sense that he's possibly going to become a villain, because we've seen him at one point in time when he was the villain of the episode, but of course Steven turned it around and he resolved the situation in his usual very understanding and pacifistic way, and it was outstanding. I love the way Rebecca Sugar does this in the episodes, and they don't have to resort to fighting, which I like. It's sort of like with Doctor Who. If you've watched it, there's a similar thing that happens with the Doctor. He uses the sonic screwdriver. Of course, that's also a plot hole device to fix them. Sorry, kind of picking fun at my own fandom here, but all Whovians know this, and we are, we definitely will confess to the whole issue with the overuse of the sonic screwdriver and the inconsistency of said Deus Ex Machina. So it's hard to say, Deus Ex Machina, but anyways, I know what that means, but it's that's what it's used for. But other than that, I'm just thinking that maybe Onion isn't all sugar and light as he's portraying himself, and that there's more going on behind those kind of blank eyes that he has sometimes. I get a little bit creeped out by Onion sometimes. I know that there are other people in the Crewniverse that are the same way. And I'm curious about Rocknado. I was wondering about what caused the wheeze. I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but Steven mentioned something about, I hope he feels better. I hope he gets well. I hope he overcomes his wheeze. I was thinking allergies maybe? I don't know. Maybe I never saw any evidence of Ronaldo using a inhaler. So that I thought, I know it's just a small detail, but I thought I'd throw it in there. If anybody has any kind of feedback, I would love that. Other news, I am working on a script. I'm working on a fan fiction with a friend of mine talking about the CES. I watched some videos about it so I would get some more background and make it a little bit more organic. I am working on some more Eros, of course. I am thinking this summer of actually selling some of my work. I've never done that before because I really didn't consider myself an artist, but I'm an artist. In this sense, I draw anime characters, but I'm an artist, self-taught. And I consider myself as such. I consider myself a piano player, even though I chord, I sing, and I dance, and I'm very creative. I paint in a small sense. I could learn how to do it better later on in life. And I am doing a lot of things outside of my comfort zone because my New Year's resolution was to try new things, and I'm doing that every single day. And in fact, I got a job, which I was not even thinking that I would nab, but I'm working at a company called Belkin. I don't know if you know what that is, but basically I'll be doing QA and QC, which is what I wanted to do, and they pay well, and they seem to have nice associates who work there, and if I have any questions I can just ask, and I get paid every hour. So I'm working from 7 to 3:30, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is a pretty good gig. So I'm happy, and I get to start work tomorrow, and I'm excited. So that's about all I gotta say. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie!